When I began to think about our stewardship theme, I thought of so many things at First Baptist Church that bring me joy, but one particular theme kept emerging, and that was you, the people of First Baptist Church. When I related this specifically to our stewardship theme, Together for Joy, this is us as a church coming together, even in times of uncertainty, to bring each other joy. And this, for me, has become even more apparent during the past 19 months. And when I think of the people, I think of our amazing pastors and staff, Paul, Stacy, Kat, Zan, Lee, Shanae, Bonnie. They bring me joy each in their own unique ways, especially through their passion, their talent, and their dedication. And the people in the congregation, wow, now that we're back together, have you taken a moment to look around? You'll see so many wonderful, again, talented and dedicated individuals. Oddly, during this pandemic, I've developed close relationships with several members of our congregation who have enriched my life beyond something I never honestly imagined, especially since we were separated from each other. But that showed me just how special these people really are and how fortunate I am to be a part of such a wonderful church community. And so naturally, I want to do something to sustain this because I can't really imagine my life without them. So for me, this means giving of my time and financial resources.
When I think of our stewardship theme, Together for Joy, I think of our church community and the fellowship within that community that our family has enjoyed for many years. During those years, we were blessed to be a part of a number of remarkable experiences that were fun, rewarding, challenging, spiritually moving, and on rare occasion, physically demanding, at least for me anyway. We've listened to a wide range of invited speakers, heard spectacular choir performances, and attended amazing classes that were taught not just by our gifted pastors, but by dedicated and talented members of our congregation.
After 18 months of isolation and loss, what joy it is to be together again. Like Jeremy last week, when I think of my greatest joys at First Baptist, I have to count Stacy and Paul at the top of my list. Their faith, their wisdom, their words fill me in ways I can't describe. Stacy and Paul remind us through their words and actions that the joy in Christianity comes from promoting the kind of justice, belonging, giving, and loving that Jesus himself preached. Zan Morgan, y'all, as Stacy would say. She works so hard, and she loves just as hard. Under her guidance and direction, the children among us grow strong and steady in their faith formation. Zan brings joy wherever she is, and her presence with us here is one of the best things about us. I can't talk about the joy I feel at First Baptist without acknowledging music. Shanae, Bonnie, Alan, Napoleon, Lucy, Coley, the choirs. If joy is an emotion, music taps into that emotion in the most elemental of ways. I believe music is prayer. And when I listen to the music at First Baptist, I know the Holy Spirit is among us. So my giving is joy-based. I give because I want to support Stacy and Paul's ministry. I give because I want the children here to grow in their faith and let it guide their futures for the benefit of a more beloved community. And it is right to give God glory and honor, and aren't we blessed that the music ministry here at First Baptist does that in spades. So I give with a joyful heart, knowing my contribution alone would make little difference. But when it's combined with all our gifts, we are able to do God's work in a big and joyful way.
I've always enjoyed shopping for that perfect gift because there's nothing more joyful than when you see the smile on someone's face when you surprise them with an unexpected perfect gift. When I would help patients and their families, even the smallest smile or the quietest thank you brought me so much joy because I knew what I had done really mattered to those people in need. These are simple things, but very meaningful things, and I know that for me to continue to experience joy in this way, I will need to step up and invest in this great church community because with our people, the possibilities are limitless.
Janice and I were married in this church 31 years ago, and at the time, we could not have imagined the journey our family would travel being members of this church. I want to mention just a few of the many highlights that I have experienced in my time here. Listening to Sam Kidd sing once in Royal David City during the Festival of Lessons and Carols. enjoying Brandy Kirchner's chili at the alternative fare, attending the deeply moving Tenebrae services, participating in a class called Conversations About Race, led by LaRon Williams, Ron Gregg, and Paul Duke, attending Children and Youth Sunday and watching Christmas musicals, being a part of a discipleship class led by Clay Scott, finding solace during the nightly prayers through the pandemic, the privilege of being in the pews when Joel Hastings was lighting up the organ and piano. And I would be remiss in not mentioning the honor of being Chief Easter Bunny. Yes, it's been a wonderful journey we've had in this church, and I look forward to what the coming year holds as we journey together for joy.